Welcome back to my channel, Mrs. Ella. And on today we are going to talk about government. We're going to talk about definition of government. Now, by the end of this lesson, what do we plan to achieve? What are our learning objectives? By the end of this lesson, the students should be able to define government as an institution of the state, should be able to define government as an academic field of study, and should be able to outline reasons for the study of government and state the functions of government. Now let's dive right into the topic. Now, talking about government can be defined in three ways: government as an institution of the state, government as an act of governing, and government as an academic field of study. Now, defining government as an institution of the state. Government as an institution of the state could be defined as a machinery established by the state to organize, manage its affairs, administer its functions and duties. It is also seen as a machinery through which the will of the state is formulated, expressed, and realized. The need for government came up as a result of the people living together, interacting, and working together, as well as forming different associations. Now, trying to explain this, government, one of the definitions of government is that it is a machinery established by the state. Government was established by the state in order to help manage its affairs, in order to help formulate some of its policies, express it, and make sure that these wills and policies are realized. It is a body established by the people, established by the state in helping to manage and control them. If there is no such agency like government in a state, the state will be in a state of anarchy, which is lawlessness. Now, there is need for people to elect and establish among themselves an agency known as government, because you can't deal with humans in general without any laws or rules or a body regulating and guiding them. That's just one thing about we humans. So there was this need to create government. There was this need to establish government to help in managing them, and also even manage the lawmakers, even manage those people that established the government, manage the people the government were established for. So there was this need to establish a body, a machinery known as government, in coordinating so as to coordinate the affairs of the state. Second definition of government is government as a process or an act of governing. Government is referred as a process or an act of governing because it is a body vested with the supreme power of the affairs of the state. It is vested with the supreme. Supreme means high authority. So it is vested with a high power, a high authority of a state. That is the part where I told you that government even governs or controls even the lawmakers, even those that created the government, even those that made these laws. So government is vested with the supreme power to manage the affairs of a state. A government is vested with the power of making peace and security by putting in place the machinery for that purpose. So it is the duty of government. Government as a process or an act of government talks about its process of managing these affairs of the state, its process of governing the people, its process of governing the state. Government makes laws and enforces them on the people of that country. It makes policies and implements them equally. It interprets the law and punishes the law offenders. Now we are going to talk about some of the functions of government. What are some of the functions of this government? Number one is lawmaking. It is the duty of the government to make laws for its people, for the states to govern them. Secondly, it is the duty of the government to provide social amenities like water, electricity, healthcare, etc. Now, another function of the government is maintenance of law and order. It is the duty of government to maintain law to maintain social security stability in the state or in the country. It is also the duty of the government to defend the country against external aggression. So the fourth function of government is defense of the country. Another function of government is protection of lives and properties. It is the duty of the government to protect the lives and properties through the use of police or government agencies like the police in Nigeria. Also, it is the duty of government to provide employment for the people through the creation of organizations or establishment that creates a job opportunities for its citizens. Another function of the government is formulation and implementation of policies. It is the duty of government to formulate and implement these policies. It is also the duty of the government to promote economic activities. It is the duty of the government to promote economic activities by building things, building infrastructures like road, railways, whereby neighboring states or neighboring countries can come in and also bring in goods and export goods, thereby making the economic aspect of the nation easier by building modes of transportation like railways, airports, also building roads, and also encouraging local and foreign investments, also creation of marketplaces for the people and promoting economic activities in the nation. It is also the duty of government to administer justice to its citizens. It is also the duty of government to maintain unity in the country. Another function of government is to generate revenue in order to provide infrastructures and social amenities for its people. It is also the duty of the government to protect the fundamental human rights of its citizens. It is the duty of the government to protect the national interests and well-being of its people. It should be the paramount duty of the government to protect its national interest. The third definition of government, which is government as an academic field of study. Government as an academic field of study involves the study of political institutions in the state, ideas, values, and doctrines about politics. The view of political thinkers on what constitutes the welfare of the people. So the study of government has to do with studying government as a course, studying government as a profession, studying government as a career path. So like we said, it is the academic field that involves the study of political institutions in the state, ideas, values, doctrines about politics, and the view of political thinkers on what constitutes the welfare of the people. The study of government embraces disciplines like international relations, public administration, local government administration, comparative politics, etc. It also relates to other subjects like economics, history, sociology, philosophy, psychology, mathematics, etc. Now, why do we study government? Why did government see the need to introduce this government as a subject into our syllabus? Why we study government is one, the study of government helps in knowing the types and different systems of government operating in the world, not just in Nigeria. You know about the different and types of government operating in other countries in the world. Secondly, the study of government helps to widen people's knowledge about administration and other institutions involved in governance. Thirdly, government educates the people of a country on the political life or affairs of their country, which helps in developing individuals' political culture. Studying government will help you enlighten you on the types or systems of government operating in your country, on your political system or political culture, which in turn breeds or builds this political culture in us. The fourth, the study of government enables us to differentiate between a legitimate government and an illegitimate government, a legal government and an illegal government. Fifth, the study of government opens the eyes of the people on the need to take part in political decisions making of the country. Studying government will help you take part, getting to know the system of government or getting to know the politics or your government will help you to partake or give you that urge to partake in the decision making of your country. Next reason for studying government, the study of government offers the opportunity for leadership training and career opportunities for those who wish to study government. If you wish to study government as a career path, if you wish to get into government as a profession, it gives this insight on what government is all about, on what your political system is all about, on the different systems and politics of not just your country but other countries. Also, the study of government provides people with the opportunity to know how some of the political conflicts originated and how they were resolved. Some of the political conflicts like the Niger Delta, the Biafran, etc. You get to know some of the political conflicts that once happened in your country and how it was resolved, so that whenever this case is brought up or wherever you are and this case is being tackled, even in the television or radio, you will have an insight or have a prior knowledge of what is going on. Also, another reason for the study of government, the study of government provides the opportunity for citizens to know their rights, duties, and their obligations in their states. Also, the study of government promotes the spirit of nationalism and patriotism. Knowing your political system, knowing your country, knowing your leaders, knowing your political history, knowing the previous conflicts in your country will help build this spirit of nationalism. Also, knowing your nationalists in your country, knowing their contribution to the growth of your country will build this nationalism and patriotism spirit in you. Also, lastly, government enables an average citizen to have enough political awareness. It gives you enough political awareness. If you wish to know more or know deeper, you can further the education in the higher institution or read up. But it gives this first insight. It gives this basic knowledge. It gives this basic insight in the politics of your country. It gives this insight in the political affairs of your country. Also, the study of government gives room for improved relationship between the ruler and the rule. It gives this improved relationship between the citizens and their political leaders. It also gives understanding of international relations. It gives this and a state commitment to international organization. So it gives this insight for us to understand what international organizations are, how and why they are related or tends to control some of our affairs or economic activities. You get to understand or have a better insight on what international organizations like the African Union, the United Nations, you get to understand why they tend to have a control over your country or in some affairs in your country. That is all for now. Please don't forget to click the subscribe button and also like this video and share. See you next time. Bye.